That's 3 points at home. Welcome, everyone. Uh, yeah, 3 points at home against Getafe, a very difficult team to play against. Every time that we play against Getafe, I never liked the matchup. Not in a technical aspect, but when we play Getafe, they tend to be very physical, very scrappy, a lot of times very dirty against us. They try and get under our skin. That's how their coach, Jose Bordalas, likes to play. That's their quote unquote way of playing football, soccer. If I'm being very honest with you, this is my least favorite team to play against in La Liga, besides Madrid. But especially when I saw that Ricardo de Burgos was going to be the ref, it never tends to go our way. But thankfully today, that wasn't the case. We got a good 3-0 win against Getafe, and it was the Ferran Torres game. I want to start with him. Thankfully, he's had a lot of confidence. I love Ferran whenever he has confidence because it seems like he will take the chances, good chances. When he struggles, he tends to make the wrong decisions, wrong shots, wrong passes. But when he's in this mentality, I love it. I think he will be a starter a regular starter over Lewa, how he has been in the beginning of the year. But especially today, we had Lewa up top, Ferran on the left, and Rafinha on the right. But in reality, he was kind of behind Lewa. I think once Lamine comes back and Rafinha goes back to the left, yeah, I think it's very difficult for Ferran to get benched or start from the bench. I think Leo is gonna have to start starting on the bench, but I mean it's a long season, and we tend. Hansi does tend to do a great job on rotating, but talking about Lewa, I think he was making great runs. A lot of the goals that or runs really that Ferran and the rest of the team made was due to Lewa. He draws a lot of defenders with him, and it provides more space for the rest of the team. And Ferran truly loves playing behind Lewa due to that fact. He loves making those runs, and I think even though it was kind of a quiet game from Lewa, and recently the games have been kind of quiet from him. Away from the ball, he's been doing a great job drawing all those defenders. Joan Garcia, I think he had a great game. Didn't really do that much. Especially that Getafe, I think, had 2 goals on shot. It wasn't much. And we had 72% of the possession. So I don't think, Joan Garcia wasn't really that involved. He didn't go outside to get some of the balls and kind of create confusion with Gunde. But outside of that, I think he had a solid game, very quiet. Christensen and Garcia, I don't know if you guys remember, but that was the center back pairing that we went with against Rayo, and we had difficulties with the high line with them. But ever since then, I think they've been doing a fantastic job. And talking about the high line, we didn't go as high as we usually do, and especially with the lower bottom half the table teams, they usually tend to kind of cook us. Not cook us, but they get us one or two times a game with the high line. But I think we did a good job kind of adapting and trying something new. And yeah, it wasn't as high as we usually do. So it was very interesting to see that. I liked it. I don't think it's gonna be a thing going on from now on. Like every single game, we're gonna be playing like that. I think that's Hansi's style of play is just that high line. But it was very good to see something different. But yeah, Christensen and Eric, I think they did a fantastic job today. The whole team and defense, and obviously Belly and Frankie helped the defense a lot, but every time that we lost the ball, we did a great job, great job on recovering and kind of suffocating them, really. So it was a very frustrating game for Getafe to play against us because they would be two steps behind, following and really chasing the whole game. And every time that they would get the ball, they would automatically lose it from that pressure from the mid and the defense. So I love that aspect. Gerard Martin has been fantastic ever since then. Ever since he came back from injury, no, from registration. He's been phenomenal ever since coming back, and taking he's been doing a great job ever since Balde has been out on injury, and he's playing with a lot more confidence. He was getting out of tough situations for himself, and I'm loving how he's playing. Gunde, my God, he was getting the Messi treatment, getting hit nonstop from playing that well. And Gunde, I keep seeing reports that he's the first one in, the last one out, while players after practice are playing ping pong or anything like that. He's still training, and it seems that year after year he continues to provide more energy and more effort outside, and just showing a want to get better. And as a fan, I love that. That's what makes club legends, that hard work, and it's been showing this year. He's been phenomenal, like in Newcastle today, all of that. I'm going to talk about Frankie and Petty again. They're the most elite mid in the world right now. They really control the game, especially in the first half. You can tell that we didn't have as much control of the game once Petty and Frankie got subbed by Casado and Fermin, but yeah, I think they did phenomenal. Rafinha, had an assist, had a pass to the assist. He created the chance for the first goal and had the second assist. I don't like the yellow card that he got, but I don't know if you guys remember, but a few years ago, the first game of the season, Rafinha, they got under his skin. Rafinha hit an elbow, got a red card, and got kicked out of the game. So I think Getafe remember that, and they're trying to find ways to get under his skin. And I'm going to be honest, I was very scared when he pushed the defender. Didn't really push, that was a dive. But you never know how it goes with La Liga. So he does have to be more careful when it comes to that. I don't think it's a big deal, but that can be a weakness for us because we're up 2-0, and the last thing that you want to do is get a red and then kind of maybe turn the tides on the game. But thankfully that didn't happen. I think it was a good call to sub him for put Rashford in for him. It was interesting to see Rashford on the right instead of the left. I didn't know how that was going to be. I didn't see him that much in United, so I'm more familiar with him on the left. But I think he did fantastic. I think he brought the energy coming off the bench. And one thing I will say is he's been playing very good in the beginning of the year, but I think he had to. Supposedly he didn't start. He was supposed to start this game, but he didn't due to being late to either a practice or the game. And I know he's had issues with that. I don't think it's a big deal, but he's had issues on being late, on tardiness and everything like that in United. But also here, Marcus needs to continue the momentum. If he is playing well, got 2 goals in the Champions League, he has to do the right things. He saw Rafinha get benched on the previous game, and he's one of the captains. So it's a one-time offense. I don't see any issues with that, but it is something that he has to be better with. But no, I think he played fantastic, assist, and he's been taking on players, and I love that. It was very interesting when at the later part of the game where I really thought that he was going to go back to the left after he made more subs, but because I think Fermin was on that side. Yeah, it wasn't a good start to the second half, but because Getafe had more space. But quickly after that, I think we were able to do a good job on just kind of getting back to control and just continuing. Olmo, I think, had a great game. He's been starting off the bench the past few games, but I think this is a good game that, yeah, he created chances. He had, it seemed he had more energy, and I mean, you want him to be the Olmo that we're used to, you know, like I want to see that as much as I can. And I think he did fantastic when it came to that, created chances, that back heel pass. Oof, I love that. And yeah, Getafe's defense was very, very poor on recovering the ball from the long balls that Barca was playing. I think most of the chances, most dangerous chances that we had, and also the goal that we had, was from that. They kind of just gave up and let Barca have those opportunities. So yeah, I think we capitalized on that. Thankfully, they started catching on that they kept fouling. They kept fouling away from the ball, doing dumb fouls, just to kind of get in the head of the Barcelona players. And from someone that, I don't know, I'm more of a tactical side of the game. I like that aspect. When I see football or soccer being played like how Getafe plays, I just absolutely hate it. I hate watching that type of play. But I think we did very good, yeah, playing against that and bullying the bullies in a different way. Fermin, he's been fantastic. I love the confidence. I think confident Fermin and Ferran do a lot for this team. A lot of opportunities, they create them. It's something that we need. And Fermin, when he's confident, he will attack and he will create chances. Will create. Will take space away from others and help. I didn't like that shot of at the end of him on the ground. I think it might be a groin injury. It's something that we'll have to see for later, but it didn't look good. Reports say that he was crying after the game. That wouldn't be good. We would need him back for Champions League in the next two games, which is Thursday and Sunday, and then we play Champions League against Paris later. Overall, I think it was a great game by Barcelona, and yeah, we just have to continue building on the momentum, and the most important thing: 3 points, control the game. And no red cards, none of that drama from us, and I'm so glad that we were able to beat Getafe. That's like an early Christmas present in September. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Next game is on Thursday. I can't remember against who. I think Sociedad, but I'm not too sure, which that would be a good game against the two Venezolanos. So I'm excited to see that game. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching, and like and subscribe, and let me know what you guys want to see more. Again, this is early days into the YouTube channel. There's much I need to learn, and yeah, I want to create this YouTube channel to be the best it can be. So good feedback, bad feedback, anything that you guys have, let me know. And yeah, thank you guys. Visca Barça.